Namaste. Oh, goody. Says we're live. So, welcome everyone. Namaste. Happy Gratitude Day. It is Thanksgiving in the US. Akasha here from nanakasha.com. And I'm super excited to spend just a little bit of time with you today. Excuse me. And because of this incredible energy today. And one of the things happening in my gratitude sale going on right now, so make sure that you check it out. It's going on through December 1st, and everything is at the shop. And we've just added daily magic. So my mystery school, Sacred Magic Mystery School. This is Sacred Feminine Mysteries. It's for everybody. This is understanding who you are, how to manifest intentionally, how to live in a sacred divine way, and how to live in bliss, how to literally follow your bliss and create from magic, which means it's not something evil. It's not something bad. It's your nature. What we call magic is natural unfolding of understanding that you're a conscious creator. You are divine and you're human. You are above and below. And what you have within you is reflected without. You have powers beyond your belief. And when you start to accept that, and the Wishes Fulfilled workshop, okay, which is on sale, and the upcoming Wishes Fulfilled weekly, make sure you join. It's a brand new 8-week real-time manifestation. So we talked about that earlier this week. Everything is below. Make sure you subscribe and get notifications because I do a lot of lives and other goodies. So what else is happening with magic? Magic is your nature. What does that mean? It means consciously co-creating with different elements that have the ability to work with you. So you are a divine being. You are living in a light body. That light body has a lot of different layers of structure. Maybe you might call it dimensions or states or emotional states. And it's your physical body. Okay, you've got chakras and you have a central channel and you have a pillar of light and you have an auric field and then you have a mental body and an emotional body and all these other things. Okay, so you're living inside of that. And unless you really want to go become a mystery school master and a priestess of 3 different pathways and all these different things that I've done, you right now can tap into all of these traditions, all of the ancestors, all of the herbal medicines, all of the wisdom of the shamans, all of the wisdom of any of the lives you've had in the past or any of the potential futures that you are choosing. Consciously choosing your life and creating it is the now moment thing to do. So that's the Wishes Fulfilled lifestyle that I am teaching now in the Sacred Magic School. Now, that's what this is a part of. In December, you're going to, in about a week, I think, or so, you're going to get the first, there's 4 modules or bundles or little goodie packages, right? There's 4 different aspects of daily magic. And I'm going to share a little bit more about that. But I want you to understand that you're going to find a fear of the word magic. And then Spirit asked me intentionally to put the K on the word magic to turn it into being very clear that we are talking about the essence of things. We are talking about truth. We are talking about source. We're talking about spirit. We're talking about multidimensional cooperative co-creation. We are not the only beings, conscious light beings. Everything is conscious. Everything's made from the exact same energy. And every single thing, every single person is an individual divine being. Your power lies solely within you realizing you are the divine creator. You are everything. You've been told you weren't, and you've been programmed with feeling guilt and trauma for speaking up and all kinds of stuff. I know, believe me, I've been there, done that for a long time. And I've broken free over and over the 38 years on my conscious journey in this life. And every down, really deep, took me to a higher high and made me search for something new. So this is a conglomeration of becoming a mystery school. I'm a Melchizedek master, I'm a Kamadan master, and a Gaiadan master. And those are three different mystery schools. They're based in Egyptian ancient mystery schools: Melchizedek, Metatron, Thoth, Isis, Horus, and a lot of the entities there. I've been trained as a priestess of Isis, and that's the mother goddess in Egypt, and of Athena, many times. And also in the Mayan traditions, I've been working with Jaguar Spirit, and I've been working with grandmothers. They're just going, grandmothers, we're grandmothers, I know, but you're sort of multicultural, but I'm going to say the grandmothers because they are very magical. Thank you. And energy healing. I'm a homeopathic doctor. I'm a master level hypnotherapist. And so every step of the way, as my life was going, woo, 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 I'm moving into some new level of truth. And so what I lived and what I have accessed in my other lives and what I know to access out in the field. So we can access any level of the Akashic records, but I rarely use that word because it's very limiting. It makes people think it's a certain thing and you need to know a certain way to go into it. It is essentially the field, and it's a part of the field that holds everything. So you essentially have, as the chooser in your reality, power to create anything. So if you intend that your life is magic, miracles happen every day. Or maybe you want to use the words, delightful or wonderful or peaceful or safe or supported or calm or present, beautiful. In the beginning, I wanted peace. What did that mean to me? I lost everything. All right. My business closed. No one paid me. Everything went to hell. And I was standing there. I was 30 years old and I was like, well, now what? I was on the precipice of a cavern of hell. I'd had a very successful fashion design business, and then the economy crashed and nobody paid. And it was this epic opportunity that I'm so grateful for now. But I had no idea where to go. I just stood there on the precipice staring at this gap. I had no spiritual upbringing. I had no religious upbringing. I had literally no idea what to do other than work hard. And I needed to separate from my family and from culture. And, I knew I didn't have the words I have now, but I knew at that time I had to separate from what everybody else, said I should do and be. And it's just the way it is. It's not any person is to blame. It's just we're all done this. When we're born, we're initiated and brainwashed into a particular habit, culture, mindset, so on. And then at some point you gain back the power to realize you don't have to be what you were told. And those are illusions you accepted as real. And those are beliefs. And they feel like they control you because they're embedded in your emotional body, and they're embedded in your mind, and they're embedded in your culture, and they're embedded in your DNA. So what are we doing? Well, when we just do one kind of a thing, like take a pill, or if we go and we meditate every day. I'm a big fan of meditation, so don't get me wrong. But then you don't follow it through with true divine laws of abundance and manifestation, you're going to be having wonderful feeling moments that don't create the reality that you want. So my Wishes Fulfilled courses are about taking you weekly, this next one, hand by the hand. We're going to be going as a group. We're going to have a chat so that we can talk every day of the week. We're going to meet every week. And we're going to start with, what is your desire? What is your wish? We are going to clarify it. We're going to define it. We're going to get clear on the principles of divine law manifestation. And this is sacred feminine manifestation. This is not go conquer, worry, stress out. This is a balanced approach where, yes, there is action, but that action is first and foremost mastering, reining in your mind, reining in your thoughts, your emotions, reining in this thing happened and this person said that and it just sent me over. I mean, I literally used to feel like a little rowboat in the middle of a sea in a storm, that every second of the day I would just have somebody could just say something and it would just wham, and it would hit my whole emotional body, usually in my belly, and my solar plexus would go into pain, or across my throat and my chest. And I can feel it right now because there's like a memory right in there. And it was like, ooh, oh, oh, oh. And I felt like everyone outside of me was just, had the right to throw anything at me, essentially. And I had nothing I could do except react. And this is a good conversation that goes on right now. No more reacting. So the first thing, because we are here on the blessed moment of Thanksgiving. So I'm not talking about any historical fact or story or whatever was or supposedly was or who did what. I don't care. Okay. Yes, I'm American, and I understand there's a little story about the Indians, and there's so many perspectives, and most of our history is complete lies. And so who knows what it was? All we do know is that what a great idea that an entire country, thank God, because we really need this, is taking the day off for the concept of gratitude, right? For the concept of thankfulness. Now, that may be just consumerism and football and overindulging in beer and whatever. Or it could be really taking that energy on because so many people in some way are saying thank you, or thinking about thank you, or taking time off, which allows us to be thankful. Okay. So one thing is that daily magic is, if you are doing it, way to go. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay. And if you aren't doing it, then, because a common thing is, how do I integrate this into my life? How do I add more spiritual practices, magical practices, mystery practices, mystical practices? So what do I mean by all of that? That means discovering who you are. That means becoming the authority of your life, your reality, your mind, and disciplining your focus to focus only on what you want. Never again on the past, turn to salt, crumble. Okay. Never again on any judgment, and always reframing it. Now, that's wonderful. And I'm going to teach you the divine laws and the step-by-step in real time as you're hitting your walls, or you're getting your wish fulfilled and you're like, oh shit, I don't know how to manage this. That's one of the problems that happens. Not one that most people are familiar with, is, oh my God, I didn't know how to handle getting whatever I wished for, or for this to happen so fast, or for this to be so effortless, or for this to be so easy. So the other aspect of that is we need some tools, and we need some tools for manifesting. And that's what daily magic is. So I want to invite you to make some commitment to yourself today, to thank your spirit, to thank your body, because most people's bodies have been through a lot of abuse. And I'm not talking just about what maybe other people did, or if you used to drink a lot or run around a lot, beat your body up a lot, or, stay up all night type of thing, or whatever, kind of stressful thing maybe you've done to your body. That's there. But what I'm really talking about is, are you subjecting yourself to negative energies, negative people, negative news, negative projections, because you're the prophet of your life? You are the prophetess. What does that mean? You have to embody magic, because if you don't believe you're divine, if you don't believe that you have access to the infinite field, that you can talk to a butterfly, the moon, you can call on this sacred geometry. This is called a Janisa crystal. And one of the specialties I have is in sacred geometry and how to use it in all kinds of magical and sacred ways for energy healing, for manifesting, for traveling dimensions, for talking to other lives, to increasing your ability to talk to spirit. So there may be a different energy embodied in, of course, in this. This is a little dragon. Thank you, Genevieve. That one of my clients gave me. So, of course, this is carrying dragon energy. Why is that magic? Because this is a representation, and it is done in a way that the color pleases me. So the color carries a vibration, a medicine. I call the energy, the personality, the specialty, the expertise that anything carries. So chamomile is known for relaxing. That's its medicine. Okay. Let's say, I'm trying to think of another thing. These colors mean something. These little sparkly things really they light me up. I like things that are sparkly. They make magic feel like it's alive. So for me, this is daily magic because I'm putting these things in my house where I see them. They bring me delight in my eyes. They're emanating this essence. And then I usually am interacting with the things. So in daily magic, you want to have an altar or many. I have them all over my house and outside in different formats. There are certain ones that change daily or weekly or for a different show or a different class. It's behind me. You can't see it right now. And then I have, a couple in the living room, and this is my a bedroom, my office, and then my bedroom. I have a few there, and I have one on my bathroom sink, a little tiny one, right? So I'm going to teach you 4 different areas, and in each of those, I'm going to teach you an altar to build and the different elements to bring in, right? Like if you want dragon energy, then bring in something that embodies the dragon energy and make it something delightful. So if you don't have anything, draw a picture of a dragon or print one out. And then, or, I take a picture of one, mold one in the sand and take a picture, just get creative, because altars don't have to be super glamorous. You don't have to own a whole bunch of crystals. You are going to want to talk to these crystals. And this is daily magic I want you to incorporate sacredness into your life. It's more important than anything. I'm sorry. It's more important. It's more important. It's more important. I'm like, not more important than eating. And I'm like, yeah, it is. So it's more important because it's why you're here. You're here as a sacred being with a sacred purpose. And it's not getting stressed out and abused and yelled at. And it's not to tolerate a job you hate. And it's not to wait till you're 60 to have fun or enjoy yourself. And it's not to sit around and never feel like you can speak up. And it's not to carry guilt around from the past or believe you're a failure. All of those are an abuse of your power. And all of the elements, all of the elementals, all of the realms, everything you've been a priestess in another life. You've been a healer. You've been an architect. You've been, I don't know, right? You've worked with these elements many, many times in many lives, because in a lot of the older and the ancient cultures, this was a part of daily life for everyone, not just for the high priests, was to put a spirit plate out, right? Or infuse water with the moon and then drink it, or put it on the altar, or mix it into food, or to call on different elementals, different crystals, different times of the year, eclipses or full moons, or different things. I like to put jars of water out, in purified water, nice water, in the moon, or I don't really do it at the eclipse, to be honest. Gather it at sacred places like we did at the Chalice Well. Use it for different magical purposes. So when you start to realize that you're alive here as a conscious being, as a container for the divine part of you, the above part of you. And now you're stepping into saying, okay, This is who I am. I want this in my life every day. I want to intend more of my day. I want to co-create more of my day. I want to talk to all of the elements and the elementals and spirits, and I want to feel this rich life in the present moment. And so this is going to reinforce all the other ideas that I teach you and I help you with, which is coming into this present moment. It has everything you want, but it's scary to come in the present moment. I know it took me a while to get fully into my body, to love my body enough to feel safe inside of it, to then not judge it anymore, and to then start making choices that lift it up, made it feel better. And then it's become a celestial container, a temple, for my divine essence, my blueprint, my spirit. And it's a clearer channel, which means I can have a clearer connection to those energies that want to be a part of my daily manifesting, my daily life. So if I can pull from anything, I could bring a breath of life in, but I could bring it in from a sacred cave deep within the earth, right? Or I could bring some sacred water to my altar, or I could pick up some seeds or nuts at a sacred place, or I could see a particular, there's a whole thing about rocks with holes in them, and I can't get into it right now, but they're very mystical. And long time ago, a friend of mine, a spiritual friend of mine, went on a whole thing. Spirit came to us and said, holes with rocks with holes in them. And I was living in San Antonio, Texas at the time. So we got in her car and we drove out to riverbeds, but that were all dry, of course. And we walked along in the riverbeds and we found all of these natural rocks with holes. I see all the way through. So suddenly that came to me the other day because I was thinking about daily magic, and I was thinking, well, like, what do I do? Because I'm doing magic all day long. I'm talking and I'm activating my light body, and I'm drawing on the sun, and I'm going from the earth and then through me to the sun, and then through my heart and down to the earth. And I'm beginning a flow, a stream, a conscious stream. Now I'm receiving golden light from the sun. I'm anchoring and receiving love from Gaia. I'm in the above and the below. I'm consciously aware that I am the connection between the two. And I have a little saying, and I can do this in like 4 seconds, as I stand on the beach or go out for my walk. So this doesn't have to take a lot of time. This is about creating a habit and then seeing how different your life is. So all the time, hi Kier and Sylvia and Brittany and Lisa. Oh, how wonderful to see you, lovely ladies. It is important for you to feel safe to be you. Yes, Brittany, to dream, to go, to bloom. And it's also safe to say, excuse me, stop. I'm not okay being treated like this, being spoken to like this, and I'm now going to leave. And this is true for everybody. So one thing about using magic is that you draw on the elements, you hold the intentions before you go into your day. You go to bed saying that you're always safe and protected, and maybe you call on certain crystals, certain herbs. You do one of our magical mantras. You create a little altar. You create yourself a little medicine bundle to carry with you. I had mine here somewhere. I don't know what I did with it. And what happens is that you go in and you're now working with these energies all the time. So you're not alone and you don't feel unsafe, because safety doesn't come from somebody else. If your safety relies on someone else or something else, I have a lot of money, I feel safe. I have a really nice home, I feel safe. I have a big studly husband, I feel safe. I have a good relationship with my parents, it makes me feel safe. I have a job that maybe I don't like it, but it's steady, I feel safe. I have a lot of stocks and bonds, I feel safe. So safety is a very interesting thing and wonderful thing about using your ability to draw on all of these things, okay, to become one with all of these things, is that you are no longer walking this path alone, and you can predetermine with your daily magic. You can even write in there. I feel safe. What will that feel like? It will feel like this. And then different elements, different elementals, different spirit guides, different rituals, different mantras, different mindsets, all the things that I'm creating for each of these things. You do this. Now, I'm going to give you guys 4 of them, and they're for different things. But then you're going to see how to then take that, use it, and then maybe start to adapt it and add things of your own, and then let something evolve. So you might start on a Monday with your intention for the week, your magical miracle morning, and that's one of the daily magic ones. And any morning, not just Monday, and you create, or you have created over the weekend, or you create in the moment. You don't have to make a big deal about it. You could even say, okay, I'm going to go out, I'm going to walk around my whole yard or my neighborhood or to the park or whatever it is, and I'm going to walk in a sacred way, and I'm going to talk to the land and to the trees and to the spirits, and I'm going to say that I am opening myself to the daily magic flow that's here, the laws of abundance, the laws of liberty. That's a good one, right? And all of these things you start to become one with. You do a little walking thing, and you look around. Maybe you see a leaf, maybe you see a feather, maybe you see a pebble, maybe you take a picture of something. Maybe you see a butterfly or a flamingo. The other day I saw one flamingo flying by himself over that way. I was like, oh, hey. And so what you see is speaking to you. It's part of your daily magic. It is a sign, but it is a medicine mostly. It is a sign that says, okay, we've received from the goddess what your day is going to be like, because you've already gone to sleep and you've already told yourself what you want by how you go to sleep. This is what we're going to learn in Wishes Fulfilled, is how to intentionally go to sleep, never again with failure, negative thought, or anything else, so that you are flushing out all that stuff you've already programmed. So you're going out the next day and you're expecting the magic, and now you're talking and you're letting everything talk to you, and everything is alive. This is what magic is. You're not in your head thinking about something you're worried about or someone else. You're present in the moment. You're talking to the trees. You're weaving with the sun and the earth, and you're aware that you're kissing the earth, and you're understanding that your chakras, like, I'm bringing together everything I've learned in every aspect of the many, many things that I've learned and done and taught and experienced, because this is what I do in my day. And this is how I feel it brings me presence, power, brings things into the present moment. So as you walk around, you could be picking up things for your altar. And then you walk through your house, or maybe you just go sit down and you breathe in and you do your magic spell, your mantra, and you come present into the moment. And once you've created your sacred magic temple, your personal temple of light for your magical day, for your wishes fulfilled life, you're going to sit down and you could just say, all right, who would like to be on my altar today? And it could be that fluid. It could change every day. Some things could change. It could stay the same for a week. So let's say we're building one for a week. You're going to go, Thanksgiving. What a beautiful day to build a little altar, because the energies are here today. So you're pulling gratitude and you're feeling gratitude and you're pouring gratitude into yourself, and you're allowing gratitude to come to you from where? From everywhere. And then you talk to gratitude, because it's an energy, it's a consciousness, it's a beautiful thing, right? And then you just say, oh my gosh, I'm in flow. So I'm doing a call tomorrow for all of my clients. I hope if you are one of my clients in any way, with a class or retreat or private client, that you got an email about this. And I'm going to activate the gratitude power program on and around and for all of you. And it is full of joy, blessings, peace. I'm just looking at it over here. Trust, detachment, and receptivity. When you go to the state of gratitude, It's a very high state of consciousness. That means you're not attached to being a victim. You're not attached to other people. And you certainly don't put up with people and abuse in any form or people who are negative. You just move away from it and you choose something different. And as soon as you can change your physical reality, you do. But don't put up with that in your reality, because you accepting that isn't helping anyone. It is disempowering you. So your magic is helping you come back into your power, come back into your voice, but you're not telling anyone else what to do. You're telling yourself what to do. You're telling yourself what you want. You're telling yourself what you're willing to do, what you're willing to have, what you're willing to be, that you no longer are willing. So you may make an altar that you want for, I was married for 25 years. And so around, it's a long story, but I say around 23 years, it was very clear it was not going to be able to handle anymore. I started having a lot of stress, illnesses, and other things because I wasn't taking action. And I finally did have to do some serious magic because I was so afraid of asking for a separation or divorce. I was afraid of upsetting him, hurting the kids, hurting everybody. Felt to blame, and then created a lot of drama for myself because I felt so guilty wanting out. But when I finally did, I had to do some magic. I had to do some calling of elementals, calling of goddess spirits, calling, cleansing, clearing, blessing him, doing a lot of blessing, completing our lives. So there is a power to this because the invisible world is way bigger than the conscious physical world. So you don't affect the world by telling anyone or trying to go make something happen in the world. You change within you who that person is by seeing who you want them to be. And if they're not that, then they're not there. So you don't make that decision. You just say, I hear their voice supporting me. I hear their voice freeing me. I hear my voice saying, I had a client tell me that I met her in Glastonbury, and she's mentoring with me now. And she's going to come to the retreats this year, the Mayan magic and the Celtic magic ones, in March and September. And we were talking, and she said, I came back from my trip. She did many different spiritual things and had huge, powerful awakenings. And she said, and I told my husband, I love you and I want you to be a part of my life, but I can no longer have you in my life because you aren't growing and you're an energy that is making it difficult for me. So I'm going to keep moving along my path, and it doesn't mean that I don't love you. And that is a beautiful way of declaring your independence, right? And growing without blaming somebody else, but being very, very clear that I can't play that game anymore. Now, that might be with your boss, that might be with your kids, it might be with yourself, that might be with your best friend, okay? So magic is that you have a rock, a stone, each of the altars will include a different element. So we'll have different stones or crystals, different herbs or different chimes or different symbols or different elementals, a different mantra, a different mindset for each of them. So let me share that with you so we can, kind of got off on wanting to support Brittany right there. So, so daily magic is it's half price, and it's going to be released. It's not live. So the first part will be released on the 3rd, and then the 10th, and maybe earlier, the 17th and 24th of December. And it's going to be 4 different sections, okay? 4 easy to use daily white magic practices you can put into action right now. Implementation is going to be easy because I'm going to give you these recipes, and then you can riff off of them on your own. And then you'll get, as you use them whenever you want. Oh, I feel like doing that one now. I feel like doing this one. And then you might expand it into something specific. So these are, of course, an area that these are what came forward out of everything, because I go in, I do magic, I activate sacred space, I talk to my spirit guides, and they come and we commune, and I receive Okay. And I received a lot. I write it all down, and then I let spirit tell me what out of that is what is optimal to teach or to share with you. So for this one, we're doing 4 sacred magic daily recipes. The first one is going to be miracle morning. And I'm going to explain everything in each one. The next one's going to be money manifesting. And that's, abundance, money, and so on, anything to do with the idea of money, growing it, receiving it, making it, receiving it from, maybe people just give it to you, I don't know. Daily magic 3 is sacred spirit guidance. And when I asked a lot of students what kind of daily magic they would like, there was things like, I'd like to be able to remote view. I'd like to be able to speak light languages, or I'd like to be able to communicate with higher guide spirits or my higher self more. So that's where this one's going to come in. Sacred spirit guidance is going to be doing our little thing, which I'm going to explain in the middle, around that idea. And this is where you set an altar or a space or an intention because you want to meet your sacred spirit guide, or you want an answer for something that day, or you want a guide for this moon, or you want a guide for this project. Whatever that sacred spirit is, this is going to be daily magic to use whenever you want an answer and you want an increased connection to guidance in spirit terms on any realm in any time or space. There's no limits with me, okay? And then the fourth one is daily magic for attracting love and healing. Healing means wholeness, and love can mean love like a soulmate or a lover, or it could be love like family love, like having a harmonious and loving relationship with your mother or your daughter. And it can be love, self-love, right? And it could be attracting love that, remember, when you attract something, it means you're irresistible. You are a magnet. That means you're radiating it. So this magic is going to help you become that, so that you are radiating that. And then that's what you see. And that's what you are irresistibly attractive to. Okay. Now, healing in the sense of any aspect where you want wholeness, where you want balance, where you want to find yourself again, where you want to come. Everything is designed for your authority, your autonomy. Okay. So each of these is going to contain one video lesson and guide around that magical intention. Okay. So the money manifesting one will have a video lesson and a guide. It's going to talk about manifesting money, the ideas around that daily magic, the intentions to hold, ideas for all the different aspects of what you're going to want to do and incorporate. So you'll watch that once or as many times as you wish. Then there's going to be an altar, and I'm going to specifically put together an altar for you. I'm going to show you the altar. I'm going to explain ways of drawing the altar together around the idea of that topic, which would be money manifesting. So how did you do it? What were you thinking when you did it? What was the energy you were holding when you were doing it? There's multiple dimensions to doing this. It's not just putting stuff out and then going and doing something else. Who are you being? How are you feeling? What is your intention? Are you calm? Are you present? Have you cleared the space? This is very important, every aspect. So the energy cleanses class that's on sale right now, it's the same thing. It's 4 different activations for cleansing and clearing and protecting your house or your body or your work, or it's really powerful, and it's on sale like half price right now. So go get it if you don't have it. Then that altar is going to give you ideas. So you don't have to build the exact altar I'm giving you, but you're going to have a blueprint for an altar, and you're going to understand the things that came to me that are related to money. And then you're going to have a ritual. So a ritual is something you do, okay? Light a candle, burn some incense, something specific to that topic, and do some calling in and other magical processes. So I'm going to share that ritual for you for money manifestation, or for your miracle morning, meaning, of course, you could do it any time of day if it makes you feel fabulous, but it's a great thing to use for your morning routine to set yourself onto the miracle path, onto the path of the highest possible magic and bliss that's already aligned for you. Then there's going to be a magic spell, and this is going to be word magic. Okay, so a spell is simply word magic. We might call it a command, an order, a program. These are intentional spells and declarations, or a mantra, and there's going to be something that matches the topic: money, sacred spirit guidance, attracting love and healing. They're each going to have their own different one of these. Then there'll be a PDF that'll give you the instructions, the ingredients list, the magic spell, everything written up for you. And then there'll be a mindset. There'll be a magical mindset that I will write out, that I will channel and write out and give to you around each of these things. So Miracle Morning would be around how to have the most beautiful and amazing day, how to feel, how to line your path, how to align with infinite intelligence, how to draw on all your guides, activate your altar, activate your light body, come into co-creation with all of these things that we have called onto for money manifesting. So let's say you want to create a money manifestation altar, and you want to do your Miracle Morning one as well. Well, you would do your Miracle Morning one, and then that is ready for you every morning. And then you can do your money one, and it can be next to it, or it could be integrated with it, where then it is just like you do your morning one, and then you weave in some of your money magic, right? Or you want to weave in some of the spirit guidance, or you want to weave in. So whatever your focus in life is, I'm now attracting my new job, my new home, my new, health, my, wisdom, my psychic oracle powers, whatever it is. Okay. So the mindset is very important, because we have to work with the brain, the mind. We have to work with that field, that mental field, because it's very immersed in the old programs. We have to give it something new to do and to replace all the old stuff. And you just ignore the old stuff. Blah, 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 blah. You can't. Thank you. Blah, 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 blah. You shouldn't. Thank you. Blah, 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 blah. You're no good. Thank you. Just shut the door. Just turn around. Say, oops, I'm sorry. I went in the wrong room. Shut the door. And keep going down the hallway till you find the right room with the magical mindset in it. It's there waiting for you. So that's a total of 4 videos and 4 different altars and 4 rituals to do, 4 magic spells and 4 magical mindsets. And there's a payment plan, and it's half price and all that good stuff. So there's some more information here. There's some bonus PDFs and everything. And this is really about tapping into earth magic, I call it, because you are been made from a body, and there are conscious divine beings embodying everything. So whether you work with a ray of creation that is blue, and then that also activates the blue of your throat chakra, and then you realize that it's time for you to awaken, to sew your neck back on. That's really, like, energetically a big problem. Most of us have lost our head, or had our throat slit, or been hung, or something in some life. And so when you put your throat back on, when you sew your back on, there's a lot of magic that needs to happen to keep clearing it, to feel safe, to be strong, to stay open, to attract the divine energies that are for the highest and greatest good for you. And everything that I teach is for the highest good of all. If you manifest beauty, love, healing, and prosperity for you, your intention is always going to be that the same is available to everyone. We do never any curses. We don't ever, because the laws clearly show it will come back at you, and it isn't pretty. So unless you want to be the victim of your negativity, don't send anybody any blame, any anger. Just pull your mind away. Thank you. Shut the door and turn around and step back onto your path of magic. So all of that is what I want to share with you today. And now I just want to take a moment to see if we can see for ourselves, if we can tap into that gratitude energy. So let's see. This feels like a little bit of a grateful. This is from my hand fasting in the Chalice Well in Glastonbury. I'm so excited to go back there. I'm going to be there in the end of August and first week in September for the next retreat. I'm going to be there for a while with the Sacred Magic Mystery School. I'm going to be teaching a magic class live with Maria Wheatley. And I am also going to be in the Maya land here in March. We're going to do infinity light weaving with dolphins. And separate from that, we're going to do pyramid temple activations on the equinox and rebirthing in sacred caves with the jaguar spirit. So there's a lot of beautiful things coming up. So I want you to go ahead and do the same thing in whatever way you want. You know, we're often taught to move our hands around, but this is really about coming present. Just coming present, coming relaxed, coming peaceful. So gratitude is a powerful state. And we are here today. Just feel your hands. Put your focus on the palms of your hands as they're touching or near each other. I can feel the heat, the sort of a interplay. I'm not really intending anything. I'm just holding my hands in sacred gratitude pose in front of my heart. And I feel called to open them slightly so that energy can come in and out. So let's take a deep breath in together. I am that I am, and I enter this sacred day in reverence, joy, following my bliss and spreading delight. I call on the divine state of gratitude. I call on the state of gratitude by tuning into those things that I'm deeply grateful for with ease and grace. And I ask now that my body elemental, my higher self, and my I am presence align together with Gaia. And in this moment, open to receive an infusion of gratitude, spiraling in an infinite way from above and below. Joy. Now I'm ready and willing to detach from everything I see as not enough. And I detach from everything that keeps me limited. And as I let go, I float up, I expand, I open like a giant balloon. I call on divine gratitude. I call on the seed of life within me. I receive gratitude. Now from above, all the aspects of you and all your guides and mentors and your ancestors and loved ones and spirit guides and other lives, all manner of beautiful realms like animals, elements, and water. All of these aspects in the ethers that know you, love you, and appreciate you, whether you know who they are or not, they pour now down into you. An endless, eternal stream of gratitude. I awaken trust on this day of great gratitude because I receive the gratitude that I have not been willing to receive. And it is overwhelming and overflowing and coming and coming and coming and coming in an everlasting stream. There's so much gratitude. And now from below, you feel gratitude pouring up, and it feels like I can trust my body. I can trust the earth. Oh, it feels so good to allow that energy to come up. Gaia is saying thank you. The roots and the waters and the insects and the stones and the crystals, they're all saying thank you, thank you, thank you. And all of the caves and the minerals and the herbs and the flowers, the clouds even, and the bees, the jaguars, the dolphins, the wolves. Oh my goodness, the elephants and the giraffes are here, and the whales. Everything is pouring into you. Thank you, thank you, thank you for what you've done. Thank you for who you are. Thank you for being brave. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being willing to remember you are divine. You are divine. Oh, you are so powerful, and you are creating so much that you do not want now. Accept this appreciation. Let it fill you up. There's more than enough to bless you and bring peace into every cell of your body. Now we call on the essence of gratitude as it rises around the planet, the intentions, and this place of peace. There is no judgment, separation. There is no anger or blame. From a place of we are one, we give thanks. Thanks to the past, to the ancestors, to the mentors, to the losses, to the failures, to the successes and celebrations, to the ecstasy, to the grief. Pour gratitude now because I know that magic accepts everything and draws from it its wisdom and power. Thank you. Now you are surrounded in, like a big, beautiful, puffy dandelion that's poofed out into a sphere of light, little flower patterns around you. Gratitude is moving through your veins. It is infusing your chakras, and now it is filling your throat and pouring down into your heart and down into your belly and down into your sacral and down into your root, and it's filling up and 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 up. And now it is coming up through your head, and you feel immersed and infused in gratitude, and it starts to come out of your head and flow over your skull and down your face, and it feels so warm and soft and beautiful. And then it gets stronger and stronger. It begins to come out of your crown like a fountain and going up and goes into your soul star. Thank you to my higher self. Thank you to all that I am. Thank you to divine. And you go up into your stellar gateway, your 9th chakra, and you enter here and you welcome here your soul blueprint, your gateway to your star self. And you sit bathed in gratitude, pouring to and from the field of abundance, the Akashic records, the stars, and every realm. And you pour it down over you like stars, like glitter pouring down. And you look at it and you catch it. Your higher self catches it and forms it into your wishes, and then pours it down with kisses and love into your crown, and you feel everything coming here. Grateful, grateful, grateful. It is done. My wishes are fulfilled. I am magic. My path is guided by infinite intelligence. I see and live in joy, harmony, and peace every day. I trust and doors open. Divine opportunities, prosperity, money, love, joy, ideas, creativity, opportunities, invitations, exquisite moments of spiritual ecstasy, divine love, holding a shell, a baby, your beloved's hand, your cat, flowers. Now you are holding in your hands a diamond, a gem of exquisite, rare quality and color. This is the gem of gratitude that holds the power to accept your truth, your magic, your manifestations unfolding every day in divine bliss and easy flow. I am grateful because it is already done. I am grateful because in every day I am in the present moment, blessed, supported, guided. I am grateful because I am here and so honored to be in my body, and I'm grateful for my body, and I'm grateful for this moment, and I'm grateful for everything that has happened and everything I am, and I drop it all and step forward. And I'm grateful that I have that power, and I am grateful. And now I radiate that out, and it goes into my food, into my water, goes into everything that I touch. People, couches, cars, clothes, jewelries, food, trees, buildings. I am grateful. That is my eternal state, because in every moment I know that I am loved, I am blessed, I am guided, I am prospered. There is nothing withheld from me, and the answer is always here. I accept and embody gratitude and trust. I give great thanks for you, for being here with me. Please have a beautiful and blessed day. Bless everyone. Bless everyone that you see, everyone that you know, everyone, everywhere, everything. Don't make qualifications for it. Make sure you join Daily Magic. It is going to be incredible. And take a look at the other things in the sale. Saturday, I'm going to do New Moon White Magic right here. Come back, subscribe, make sure you're on the list at nanokasha.com, and I will see you tomorrow. If you are my client, one of my clients, I'm very excited about that. Oh, you're so welcome, Brittany. Never thought of blessing him through this transitional time. Yes, you must bless those who you are separating from with as much passion as you have for being willing to bless yourself. And there's no reason to try to figure out who was right or who was wrong or who should have done anything. There's no reason to put a label on it. Not if you decide to be who you are and you move towards it. Use your power to bless everyone. Know that if you're sending out negativity towards somebody, at least part of it is coming back to you. Probably a lot of it amplified. Have a beautiful and magical day. I love you. Hi, Tiffany. Good idea with the obsidian.